Hello, welcome to the Comics Panel. In today's episode, we're going to talk about crazy old-time ads. Okay, way back when, comic books used to sell everything and anything besides just other comic books and other in-house ads. I figured I'd share a couple of these because I remember as a kid there would be all kinds of really neat stuff, and half the fun, maybe not half the fun, but a lot of the fun was looking at all these wild things that you could get through the mail. And I got quite a few of them myself. But anyway, these are just some of the things. This is Ghostly Tales from Carlton Comics, and this is 1968. Good year, the year I was born. But anyway, this has got a live chameleon in it. And if you could see this, we'll show you this. But this is so cool because you can order a live chameleon, guaranteed to be alive when it gets to your house.
Not so much after.
Yeah,
but
who knows what happens. But you can watch it change colors.
Jump out of the box and eat your face because it hasn't eaten for 14 days.
Exactly. But it's a live pet, and you can watch it change color. It's so cool. And there's all these other really neat things, too. There's a carbide cannon. There's a metal detector. And look, if you're not tough enough, you can be astronaut tough. This guy will show you how to build your biceps and be strong enough to go into space because, you know, it's still part of the space race.
Could be an astronaut.
And that's just one of them.
No muscles
but
matter in space.
This is what's really cool. The missile firing tank.
I just saw that in another book.
$6.98. This thing is over 6 feet long. It's large enough for two kids inside. And it has all kinds of really neat features. Rocket launchers, intercom system. It's got a real periscope.
Why can't you have rocket launchers
Range
now?
finders. Two-way radio. It's got a whip antenna and flag. Could you imagine trying to sell anything like this? They don't even have guns that look like guns anymore. But this is so cool. These things are just so neat. And that was for $6.98.
And I used to read the books when I was young, and I get to one of those, and I'm sure you're going to show one of the ones we were looking at before with the different colors on it.
Yeah.
And I'd have to stop and look at every one and see which ones I wanted. And then I go back to reading the story, and I go, crap.
They
and
have
I'd
to
have
go
to go back and reread where I was to catch up because it took me too long to go through all the ads.
Yeah, these are great. Here, look. Here's Arnold before he became famous. That's how he got his start. Well, not in bodybuilding, but here in America, selling ads in comic books. And there's all kinds of really fun stuff. I'm trying to find the one for Johnson Smith Company. This was always one of my favorite ones because it always took up, here it is. This always took up a whole page ad, and there was all these great fun things in there, all kinds of cool things. Not just X-ray specs, though. I did get them.
Say the best ones, the X-ray specs.
I got the X-ray specs.
With the picture of the hand with the bones.
And they were useless.
None of us were thinking about hands when we got X-ray specs.
But that was the
thing you could do. That's really what it did. It blurred your vision and made it so you couldn't see through.
Wasn't that the picture in the ad? Was the person looking at the hand?
Yeah. So, but all kinds of really cool stuff, you know, bald wig, bag full of laughs, you name it, it's here. A 3-in-1 telescope, does all kinds of neat stuff. And I know one of these two also has not just the tank, but there is the Polaris sub. And I think it's in this one. The Polaris sub's really cool too. And then, of course, there's always Roach Studios and Sea Monkeys. If anyone ever talked to you about sea monkeys, getting live sea monkeys, you've probably seen episodes on TV where the sea monkeys go nuts, and you know, I'm sure the Simpsons have done it, and probably everybody's touched on it. But sea monkeys were something you could buy in comic books, and they were little shrimp.
Never had one.
Yeah, I got them.
Ever?
And
nope.
I never got them through a comic, but I've gotten them. Yeah.
I got them through the comic, and they were pretty weird. Well, I had a fish tank, so it was no big deal to order. You know,
you threw them in there.
Yeah,
with fish.
Well, we put a piece of glass in between to separate them. Afterward, we put them in a regular fish bowl without a filter in it first for the first week or two, because they start out and you swear you got ripped off.
It takes a while.
You put this stuff in there, and it's like dust. And you just wait and wait and wait, and you swear you got ripped off, and you think it's just cloudy raw water. And about a week or two later, you start to see things move, and they kind of get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you see their eyes, and they get faster, and it is kind of cool. But they don't look like this at all.
Sell them.
Reconstituted.
Guess what you're getting for Christmas?
Sea monkeys.
And they come in a little like aquarium like this now with these little bubbles that are magnifying glasses, so you can see.
So you can see them. Oh wow! Now these just came in like an envelope.
Yeah,
I remember thinking it's like
guaranteed to be alive.
Yeah, really.
A reconstituted sea monkey.
Well, the chameleon's doing all right, but he ate all the sea monkeys. And there's all kinds of really cool stuff. Here we have to get. I said about the tank, but there is also the Polaris sub in one of these, and that's really cool. And it's kind of the same thing. It's There it is, $6.98. Polaris nuclear sub, over 7 feet long, big enough for 2 kids.
Wait a minute. The other one fires missiles, and this one's a nuclear sub.
Well, this is a Polaris nuclear sub.
Does it come with uranium?
No, but it has rockets that fire, a real periscope, firing torpedoes, and an electronically lit instrument panel. Hours and hours of fun and adventure. Money back guarantee.
You're not kidding if it has rockets. There's
Oh, yeah.
tons
How
of fun.
cool would that be if you could take it into the pool and submerge it?
Uh-huh. Can you?
Well, it releases nuclear missiles and torpedoes. I'm telling you, this thing does it all. We should get one of
Is
these.
this how China got their Navy?
Probably.
Okay.
We could order this in the NSA. It'd be all over us. But these are just some of the really... And there's Grit Comics, or Grit Magazine. That was something that was around for young people, young boys especially, and you could sell it and make some money.
Oh, yeah.
Or so they said.
And then you could win bicycles and however many
Yeah,
you sold.
all kinds of stuff.
And what about the... we were talking
Well, I have to mention this here, too.
There you
This
go.
is one of the best things ever. The Roman gladiator armies. I got this, too. And this blew my mind because it comes with all this stuff. 2 full armies, cavalrymen, spearmen, archers, slingers, you name it, chariots, working catapults. It's got it. And this came... How many pieces is it? It is 132 pieces, 2 complete armies. This came in a small plastic box, I swear, like this big. It came in the mail, and I was like so disappointed because I expected this whole army, because all my army men were in a bucket. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I had so many of them that I expected more guys that same size. They were very different. They weren't quite as tall as the regular Green Army men, and they were flat. So if you looked at them on the side, it looked like a Roman soldier, which pretty much looked like that picture. But if you looked at them dead on, it was just a straight line. But they fit all in that box perfectly.
Yeah, I remember looking at that. We were discussing it.
And it's like,
I thought
how
it was
in the world? And it's like, no.
I remember the Army Man. I thought that ad would have been the same thing.
It's the same thing. It came with this small plastic footlocker box, basically. But... those were cool. I ordered different things. Did you guys order anything out of those?
I don't ever remember ordering anything out. But you know what would be interesting now is now there's photocopiers. We could photocopy that ad for the sub and send it to the address
and see if they say.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
I may do
Here's
that.
a money order for $6.98. Where's my Polaris nuclear sub? Big enough for 2 kids? I should be able to fit in there. This periscope doesn't work.
What would be funny is if the guy that's receiving them is going, I got another one of these.
Yeah, there you go. What's going on here? I mean, you know what? Maybe Johnson Smith Company's still around. I could see them guys being around because they still sell whoopee cushions and things like that, crazy stuff.
No,
they're still available.
The X-ray glasses never let me see through a dress. They are not around anymore.
They had there was a little dot that you had to look through, and it was like this piece of red cellophane or something. Yeah. They were disappointing.
They were very disappointing.
Very disappointing. Yeah. Not everything was, though, I must say. The army men, the soldiers were pretty cool, and I got a Hercules wristband. I got several things. The sea monkeys were kind of fun. But...
Are you going to show the T-shirts that you and Steve were talking about earlier?
Oh, they're really cool from Roach Studios. These were always really neat, too. They had the best Steve Ditko Spider-Man shirt that was always around. Roach Studios. Peace Sign. Keep on Truckin', Flash Gordon. There's the Spider-Man that I always wanted.
Felix Cat.
Felix the Cat. This is the one that said, "Here comes the Hulk." And on the back of it, it said, "There goes the Hulk." And he was pulling a little wagon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was fun. These things are really cool.
Oh, there's the Army people.
Oh, yeah, the Army men. They came, same deal, 100 toy soldiers made of durable plastic, packed in this foolproof footlocker. 4 tanks, 4 jeeps, 4 battleships, 4 cruisers, 4 sailors, 4 riflemen, 4 machine gunners, 4 sharpshooters, 4 infantrymen, officers, waves and wax.
What's what? What?
Waves and wax.
Waves and wax.
Yeah, the female Army and Navy.
Oh, okay. All right.
During World War II.
WACS.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Bombers, trucks, jet planes, cannons, bazooka men, and marksmen all fit in. Here it is, 6.5 by 3.5 by 2 3/4. That's how big the box
They
was.
aren't talking feet.
No,
Yeah.
inches. I'm telling you, it came this big, and I was like, "What the heck is this thing?" I expected all this, but it was fun. It was cool. Had catapults. It really worked. Kept me occupied for quite a while, to be honest with you.
The fun stuff.
Yeah. So those are the crazy ads from the 60s and 70s that I kind of miss.
You know, it's one of the things that gets you endeared to comics. And when you get an older book, and it makes you think about it, makes you reminisce.
A little bit nostalgic.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I still can't believe that they would ship those chameleons and monkeys and stuff through the mail. I can understand the sea monkeys. You know what I mean? Yeah.
My son wanted a snake, and he went online and he ordered a snake. And we went down to not UPS. What's the other one with the
FedEx?
We went to the FedEx place to pick it up because we didn't want to wait for it to get delivered. I need it now.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember it being in a box. There were no air holes in it, and I thought, okay, this is weird. And the lady goes, "Oh, here it is," and I said, "Okay." And she goes, "So what is it?" And I said, "It's a snake." And she went, "Okay." And we got it home, and it was in this bag in a box and shipped to us from the snake
it
breeder.
alive?
Oh, it was alive. It was alive, and it was this big. And it was
Nice.
Yeah. And now the anoles, you're lucky if you get them in a pet shop and they last 3 days. But guaranteed to be alive.
Right? Guaranteed to be alive.
Okay, we got to photocopy that one.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so that's a little bit of fun. Blast from the past. Thanks a lot. And we'll see you next time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Leave your comments in the box below.
And like us on Facebook.